Asians have always come over here to fight with white supremacists against us. So it's never, hey, don't be racist. No, racism shouldn't have a place anywhere here. No, racism is fine just as long as it's the niggas. And I'll help you with the niggas. Just leave me alone. That's what it's always been. And here's an Asian woman who's Chinese American explaining this. Listen, if you listen to them, let them talk, they'll tell you the truth. This is them telling the truth. Listen.
Who lived in the Mississippi Delta, for example, in the 1920s. By the way, this is the community that gave rise to the Supreme Court case Gong Lam v. Rice, where Chinese Americans challenged the placement of their children in so-called colored schools, and because they wanted to be able to go to school with whites. And their argument, very dramatically, was we Chinese people, being pure Chinese, deserve protection from the contamination of blackness as much as you white students do.
Woo!
That's why we should be able to go to school with white students.
Let me play that again. Let me play that again. Let me play that again. Let me play all the stop. Let me follow the stop Asian hate niggas. Let me play that again. This is what their group did. Hold on.
We Chinese people, being pure Chinese, deserve protection from the contamination of blackness as much as you white students do. That's why we should be able to go to school with white students. So they failed, but they sort of subverted the decision in the Supreme Court by just saying we refuse to go to school with black children, so we're going to form our own schools or go to religious schools, etc. Okay, so this was the community that gave rise to that case. And many of the grocers had married black women and had children who were biracial. And the white school boards, the white leaders in the town were quite explicit in the Mississippi Delta. They said, if you repudiate your black kin, we will allow you to come closer to whiteness. And that's what many of them did. Not all of them, but many of them did. And this was why they experienced, the Chinese American community in the Delta, significant social mobility, like up through World War II and just past.
There you go.